you subscribed, you will be. I'm Batman, and I saw Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. It is directed by Zack Snyder. My previous exposure to this movie was I just heard when it first released that everyone hated it, so I didn't go watch it. However, I'm doing a bunch of DC movies, so I wanted to watch it. So if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts, we're following the disaster of Superman, of fighting off that terrestrializing, that's a Pokemon thing, terraforming machine, which is honestly the most insane machine ever. I didn't think it would exist, but yeah, Superman has to fight the guy, General Zod, and wow, the big old destruction. By the way, one of the buildings that Superman plowed through, it was one of the orphan buildings that it turns out that it was the Wayne's Orphanage building, official title here. Yeah, it was devastating. You let a bunch of orphans die, Superman. Man, you must be the ultimate villain. Even though that terraforming machine could have had a lot more disastrous consequences, but still, who cares? Think about the orphans, okay? I really like the opening where it's showing all of the devastation. And the devastation is just like, oh my goodness, Superman, why? Some dude lost his legs because he got crushed underneath the building. And now he's in a wheelchair, which sounds to be like a really sad fate. I wouldn't want to suffer that fate, especially if I get a building on top of me. Well, you know what? It's just sad, honestly. So of course you have Bruce Wayne. He's like, who is this? Who is the Superman dude? Maybe I can expose him, Clark Kent, Superman, to the Daily Planet, because they meet in disguise. And I was like, do they know each other? Do they know that Superman is talking to Batman, even though they're talking in their regular disguises, Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent? It's intriguing, but also there's a side plot that is really fun because Lex Luthor, he's like, you know what, kryptonite. I want some kryptonite. Somebody's gonna try to buy some kryptonite. It's gonna fail, and I'm gonna buy up that kryptonite. I'm gonna steal. And I'm like, Lex Luthor, what you up to? Come on, dude. Why you gotta be like this, okay? Bruce trying to steal data? What a data stealer. Man, imagine stealing data. Of course, Diana is there. She's important. She's a wondrous woman. Man, she's so cool. She's like, I'm gonna steal this thing from you and then return it once I don't know how to do it, how to use it. And I'm like, Diana, why in the first place would you try to steal that thing? Maybe it'll be explained later, but I'm not entirely sure. But of course, when Bruce gets the data, wow, Lex Luthor is trying to delve into more research on kryptonite and kind of like protecting the Earth against Kryptonians is probably the best way that I could describe it. So now we're reaching the plot where there's a classic line, which I love so much. If there is even a 1% chance that Superman is evil, then we have to treat it like it is absolute certainty. And I'm just thinking, man, Superman is so misunderstood. He lost Martha, and Batman did too. Martha, man. The last few 40 minutes, I say few, but it's more like 40 minutes of just them fighting. There's a part where like, oh no, Superman's about to die, but then Superman's like, Martha, and like, oh no, their parents, their mothers have the same name. What? Sounds like they have more in common than they think. Maybe Superman is the goodest of boys. Man, I definitely polished over some plot there. I just really like the big fight scene at the end. Yeah, it looks very impressive, like colorful. The movement is very compelling. I'm like, oh boy, there's so much happening here. There's also a few quick cuts that sometimes if you blink, then you're gonna miss it for sure. I also do enjoy the part though, where we see Batman is like, oh, I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna get you Spider-Man. And like trying to find more information on Spider-Man, how to get rid of. But it's all right, okay. They're the bestest of buddies. Okay, by the end of it, oh yeah, they totally are. I'm excited for the next movie. Then I get to see more of what happens with Batman and Superman. But of course, I really like the colors. Oh, the aspect ratio changes depending on whether it's like a flashback or not, or like depending on like a scene change. It's like, whoa, aspect ratio is a great way to show like the past. Like, oh, it's 4:3. I guess a lot of this was 4:3. There's some aspect ratio changes. And when I noticed it, I was like, hey, that's actually a really great use of the aspect ratio. I liked it. I really liked it. I don't understand why people hate on this movie so much. This movie was fine. I mean, it was long. There is a lot of fun, cheesy quotes like the one I just quoted, the absolute certainty one, but that's like the only one that I really remember other than Martha! But you know, that's a fun line to just keep saying over and over again. But it was an enjoyable experience, very long movie. You kind of have to be seated and be like, oh, I'm going to do this for 3 hours to really experience Batman v Superman. I don't really think it deserves the hate that it gets. Like, there's character progression. And at the end, Batman and Superman get to learn a little bit more about each other. At least that their mother's name is Martha. And you know what? That's a good enough shared connection for me. And so I gotta give this movie a solid like 6.9 out of 10. It's raining in Gotham, so I'm gonna make this review much more shorter than the movie itself. If you like this review, please tell me how I could improve. Or you can like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you could fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASCpresents for $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month, or $3 a month for some $250 ASC daily vlogs, plus early access to the how to draw all the Pokemon 151 for 2023 is the goal. So you'll get those early at patreon.com/ASCpresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of these movie reviews, you can go to this link tree. It really helps the daily grindiness of all these movie reviews. So go here, and until next time, I'm Mint Salad Sauce. See you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.